Welcome back, everybody, to episode 10, round 2 with the Wall of Flesh. We left off with the rather disappointing end of last episode. The Wall of Flesh got the best of me. I was not prepared enough for this boss, which it's fair. This boss is the gateway to hard mode. It should be a very tough boss. With that said, we're going to waste no time. We're going to go straight on down to hell and see if we fare better in round 2. I did switch. I've got my silver bullets up, so you use from top to bottom. Silver bullets first. I have 179 of those. I'll use those up first before I fight anything else. But otherwise, no major changes except that I do have an extended runway. So we'll see if that is enough to make a difference. And hopefully I'm going to make sure I have monsters dead beforehand. I spent a good first little bit fighting off all the random monsters that were following me, rather than focusing on killing the Wall of Flesh. So that definitely slowed things down as well. I don't know if that was, enough to have made the difference, but every little bit, right? Also, last time I tried using my sword to kill all the hungry. Well, that kills them quickly, it also killed me quickly. So I'm just going to keep my distance and fire like hell. Yeah. Also, I want to be as close to full health as I can when I fight this thing. Okay, I'm just going to keep moving. Running! Another nice thing about a nice flat platform. With your Spectre boots, you can easily get back to the fight. I jumped because I do want to leave some of those healing potions. Ow. Ow. I am going to have to kill that thing off before I fight the Wall of Flesh, that's for sure. Alright, let's kill it. Hey, he brought me another voodoo doll. Okay, everything's dead. My health is relatively topped out. We are ready. The voodoo doll must be cast deep into the fires. Cast it into the fire! Okay. Whee! Alright, Wall of Flesh. Try to dodge the lasers, and we will see if we can do any better this time. Oh yeah, I forgot. There we go. Iron Skin Potions. They do make a difference. And see, you want to be far enough away that you're not taking excessive amounts of damage, close enough that you're still hitting things. Otherwise, just don't stop shooting. Okay, I know I said I wouldn't do that, but I needed to quickly kill things. Plus, I knew I had some help. Basically, the hungry, if you can kill them quickly, do so, simply because they get in the way. If you're killing hungry, you're not killing the Wall of Flesh directly. So, and the hungry, they start off tethered, and then they move to untethered. All around nasty things. Better heal. Not good. There we go. Health. So this isn't looking very promising again, ladies and gentlemen, but I will valiantly carry on and do my best. Not be long now until I'm stuck. So this is the other reason why you want to make your platform away from the tower. It's very hard to shoot these guys when you've got a bunch of buildings in your way. Maybe I will survive after all. 700. I can do this. 500, 400. Oh boy. Yeah. Run away! Oh boy. No, 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 no. Get the health. There we go. We did it. Whew. Okay. Wallflesh has been defeated. Ancient spirits of light and dark have been released. What that means is in hard mode, there's a new biome that's been introduced called the Hallow. So, and there's a bit of a mechanism change. So in hard mode now, the Hallow and Corruption or Crimson, whichever you're in, spread over time. Like grass grows, they will spread out, which means eventually, almost, unless you insulate parts of your world, your entire world will be either corrupted or hallowed. It'll be both. So it'll be half corrupt, half hallowed. So that's what the ancient spirits of light and dark have been released means. Now, let's talk about the loot. So I killed the wall of flesh. Upon killing it, this little block spawns. It's actually really nice that it does that. Basically, that block makes sure the loot doesn't fall. You'll get a bunch of healing, some gold coins, a pwn hammer, and some other, well, okay. Coinage, a pwn hammer, and an emblem. There's several different items the wall of flesh can drop. Actually, let's get out of here. Alright, so now we're in hard mode. Some harder enemies can start spawning. Yeah, that's a sad thing of life. Any rate, though, there's several things the wall of flesh can drop. It can drop a much nicer gun. The ranger emblem actually is not bad at all. 15% increased range damage. So let's take a look here. Currently, my gun does 23 damage. If I swap out the ranger emblem, now I'm doing 27 damage per shot. That's a sizable, and my bullets, well, yeah, bullets do 8 damage instead of 7 damage. So that is a very noticeable increase. That alone will make fighting the wall of flesh much easier next time if I decide I want to. So yeah, that's one of the items that dropped. I might actually, I don't know. I'll think about, no. I'll keep it around if I want to fight the wall of flesh again. I'll do it that way. The hammer, get rid of my old cruddy hammer. So those, you remember the demon altars and the blood altars in the Crimson and the Corruption? Those can be broken with a pwn hammer. Yeah, strong enough, it says in the description you see, strong enough to destroy demon altars. Doing so, obviously you don't want to destroy them all, because it is a crafting location, you want at least one somewhat convenient. That being said, destroying them will seed your world with higher level ore. And so, but that means, so you destroy an altar, one of three, I think it's actually in order, you'll get, in hard mode, there's new ore. There's cobalt, mithril, and adamantine. Or, I'm still not fully familiar with this with the new patch, but those are the three base. There's three alternatives, like titanium, something else. And basically, there's three new ores that rank up. So you destroy an altar, you'll get one ore will be distributed throughout your entire map, so now you can go looking for it. Destroy a second altar, a different ore will be distributed. Destroy a third altar, a third ore, destroy a fourth altar, one of those ores randomly, more will be added to the map. So the more altars you smash, the more ore you get. However, I believe smashing altars causes a little bit of corruption or hallow to be spawned to somewhere as well. So that means your world will get corrupted or hallowed much faster. It's still generally worth smashing quite a few altars for your material, but it's something to keep in mind. Also, a Wraith, which is a hard mode enemy, will spawn upon smashing of an altar, so that's something else to keep in mind. But we are now in hard mode. Huzzah! we've destroyed the wall of flesh. Survived to tell the tale this time. I want to put this down here because I don't want to kill anything for now. So actually, pretty much the first thing you want to do in hard mode is go smash an altar. Yeah. Smash, because, well, or you could try to farm yourself a pair of wings. There's a couple different things that are kind of nice. How close was my... So that island in the sky is pretty close. This island in the sky is almost reachable from ground. Harpies spawn, and now there's a new enemy that spawns in the sky called a wyvern. Upon killing it, it drops souls of flight. You can use those to craft wings. Very useful. So we have all sorts of options. But I think... Actually, I'm going to sell a couple things first. But I think just because it's convenient, I'm going to smash up a couple altars and walk you guys through that first. Yeah. Alright, so there's Crimson right over here with some altars that I can smash. Demon altar, demon altar, demon altar. So we're gonna go smash up a couple demon altars. So far I've been fortunate not to get jumped by any new hard mode boss enemies, but they will be here. It's... yeah. Ooh, stars. And yeah, if you don't have max mana yet, you definitely want to have your mana max, 'cause there's quite a few nice magical weapons in hard mode you can get. And I'll talk about them as we get there. Alright, so that's a new one. Crim Slime. It's a new hard mode enemy and possessed armor. So, to start off, 300 health, and you can see it has a lot more armor. I'm doing 17 for a critical, when before I was doing like 40 to enemies. So there you go. Welcome to hard mode. Everything's painful. And we have a herpling. Okay, that's just kind of scary. Alright, so that's a herpling. Bloodcrawler's same old boss. So yeah, this is hard mode. They hurt a lot more. They're weirder. I want to kill it though because I want to see. So yeah, that's hard mode. Any rate, I don't want to spend too much time here because this is a tougher biome and hard mode monsters are insane. So your world's been blessed with palladium. That's the new cobalt. Also, every time you break an altar, a wraith will spawn. They're not actually too bad, but they fly through everything, so be careful. You'll get caught unawares. I'm gonna smash a few more altars. Or a Halcum probably replaces Mithril. So palladium, you can get palladium or cobalt, or a Halcum, or Mithril, and then titanium or adamantium. Titanium. Okay, so I have all the alternates. And I got another palladium. So now there's double palladium running around. And because you really only need one altar, I'm just going to smash a bunch of altars. Why? Because I'm a heartless wielder. Or a Halcum. Basically, it just makes searching easier. So yeah, we can see I brought in the Wraiths. They do a fair bit of damage. You gotta be careful. Okay. I want to smash this altar over here. Basically, I try to keep one altar convenient for the few, crafting boss summoning type things. Although I think in hard mode, most everything is crafted off of your later. I don't know. Anyway, more titanium. So now I have double spawns of everything. I'm gonna get this world corrupt quick. That's fine with me. I'm gonna mine my way on down to that other altar there. And so, the way the ores work, you're going to have to mine palladium before you can get much. You can't mine orichalcum or titanium with anything less than a palladium pick. And then you can't mine adamantium or titanium, the highest tier, without the next tier down. So it's similar to before where you had to get a better pickaxe, get a better pickaxe, get a better pickaxe. Nothing's changed. So I'm just trying to get as much ore in my world as possible. Yeah. Oh, that raid did 50 damage, and it has a debuff called Slow. I move like a snail, and these guys hurt. So something to keep in mind, be prepared for. Toxic Sludge is a new hard mode enemy as well, Pain in the Rear. Not particularly bad. The Herpling is much worse. As you can see, I'm almost dead. I'm gonna just call that good enough for now. Okay. So I'm gonna sit here and heal for a second. And pop a potion. So, now that that's been done. Okay, cool. So, my mushrooms are starting to grow. You can see the background darkening. That means I'm almost in a mushroom biome. It's a pretty cool background when I get there, so I'll show it to you guys when we get there. But we're not there yet. I'm going to plant my mushroom grass so I keep it spreading. There we go. And yeah, I'll keep one mushroom grass back. Alright. So, there we have that. Let me deposit whatever. I didn't really get much there that I need. But I'll deposit. And then we're going to actually start exploring for the new ore. Deposit everything there. Additionally, something else, if I remember correctly. Alright. I think basically anything that merchant sold during a blood moon, so that, well, there's some new things here. Gold dust you can use to make gold bullets and like a gold potion. Basically anything you kill with that, or you kill while you're under the effect of that potion, you get increased gold. It is kind of useful, not incredibly useful, but it definitely has its purposes. I need a lava charm, which right? Okay, but most everyone sells a little something new. She just heals me, but I'm full health. This guy, the Demolitionist, now sells explosive powder. You can use that to make explosive bullets. And you can buy Hellfire arrows directly from him. Pretty useful, if you're not really feeling like making stuff. The Goblin now sells, I think he sold spiky balls before, so he doesn't have anything new yet. The arms dealer, however, has silver bullets. You can buy those directly. A shotgun, which uses one bullet and fires a spread of, I think, three or five bullets. It's useful, but it's a spread. So it can be useful against some bosses because it's pretty bullet efficient, but not good for everything. An empty bullet is a crafting material, which is what you'd use with to make explosive bullets, golden bullets, etc. The painter, yeah, just basic stuff. The Dryad, I don't think we've actually looked at this stuff. She sells a loincloth and covering, so I could dress like her if I wanted to. Pumpkin seed to plant pumpkins. Hallowed seeds you can use to plant the hallow. Grass seed to plant grass, and purification powder spreads the hallow, or cleanses corruption. Interesting. So, you do have some ways of fighting back. He just... Guy Fawkes mask, cowboy. And she sells an action... no. Okay. So that's all the new stuff of the current NPCs. I probably should build another home, because I think there's a couple more NPCs, but whatever. I'll do that in another episode. That being said, we're going to want to go down and see if we can start finding ourselves any of this cool new ore. Pretty good way... Actually... I'm gonna rearrange some stuff here. Actually, 'cause I don't use my gun very often. Mine's well. Okay. Star Fury is nice because it lights up things. That's iron. Generally, you're not going to find the ore too close to the surface, but I do believe this is one of the new ores. It's sometimes hard to tell, especially with the newest ores. Yeah, that's titanium. I can't mine it because I don't have a good enough pickaxe. I might have to make a molten axe, actually, to mine... Alright. I'm not sure which this one is. So I'm still a little bit uncertain with the new ore. My hunch is that this is either... Well, let's see what the map label said, eh? Orichalcum. Okay. Orichalcum is the middle tier. If you guys see this chest, chest here, it wasn't there before. New hard mode enemy, the Mimic. 500 health. No, I want to kill you. It does a lot of damage, but it drops special items. Here you notice the corruption spread, or the crimson spread. Yeah, so now I'm in underground crimson. I'll be fighting crimson enemies. That don't help. Oh, bummer. The Mimic got away from me. Incidentally, this is a really good way to find ore. Anyway, well, first let's finish the thought on the Mimic. So, Mimics, they're decently hard to kill, but they drop accessories. Some you definitely want. So if you see a Mimic, prepare for it and kill it. Generally it's pretty easy. If you've been somewhere before and there's a chest you don't remember, it's probably a Mimic. But because I think I might need to, I'm going to go ahead and craft a molten pickaxe. Because I think I need to. I probably could just sell this thing. Any rate. See if I can mine that new ore. The Orichalcum I know I cannot mine until I have enough palladium. This, I think, is titanium over here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that's titanium. So, I need to find myself some palladium. Best way is just go on an exploring tangent while running for your life from all the new hard mode enemies. I'm only being half. I'm only joking partially here. It actually works really well. Digger is kind of like a new worm. This is a new giant bat. So basically everything in hard mode that you're like, oh yeah, I'm used to killing everything now. I'm God mode. And then you hit hard mode and you're like, oh, I'm Pee-wee mode. This is a fair bit of ore here. Actually, it's quite nice. So when I can mine it, that'll be great. Ichor sticker. New enemy. Fires Ichor at you. Does lots of damage. And is very tanky. But he drops Ichor. Which I don't know exactly what it can be used for. But I know it can be used for crafting. So we'll check on that. Platinum! Platinum? Oh, platinum I don't care about. For some reason I thought it said palladium. Whoa! Pigtron? Yeah, so welcome to hard mode. But that... Okay, the fungus I don't really care about. Pigron. That is a funky enemy. Just gonna throw that out there, guys. That's weird. Like, really weird. Alright, so we're still looking for more. But welcome to hard mode. You die a lot more, so keep depositing your coins, or else you're just gonna lose them all. So yeah, you can see the corruption spawned and took over some of my former mushroom biome. I think one other biome that is immune... Hey! Bound Wizard. I want to rescue him. He's a new NPC. He sells magic type stuff. So I'm going to save him. Before I die or he dies. There we go. He's been rescued at this point. Once I build a home, he'll show up. Floaty Gross is a new... Okay. And I can talk about something else here. Because I'm in the corruption, every enemy I kill has a chance to drop a soul of night. I haven't found the Hallow yet, so I'll show it to you guys when I do. Anything you kill there has a chance to drop a soul of light. These souls can be used to make all sorts of late game, or, well, yeah, for lack of a better, all sorts of hard mode stuff. Alright, so he sells a wizard's hat, vanity item, music box, spell tome. All of these things can be used for making mana. So yeah, all these things can be used to make different stuff. I'm not too familiar with that because I tend to just find and loot, but it is a nice route to go, especially if you like to play as a mage. But let's continue our... And yeah, every biome has new enemies, so just be aware. That's 10. Okay, that's a new ore over there, I'm pretty sure. I think I see an anglerfish in that water there. Blood feeder. Okay. That 20 health. He doesn't look too scary. No, he's not too scary. But it is a new... And actually, I think that's still an easy mode enemy that I just never encountered because I never encountered water. Alright. I'm just trying to mine my way up so I don't have to deal with water. So an interesting thing about the Molten Axe, it swings slower, but it does more things in one hit. So I'm mining slower because I would have done the stone block in one hit anyways, but... The goal is I'm going to replace it with a palladium pickaxe as soon as possible anyways, so... Hey, sapphire. I like sapphire. Yes, palladium. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is what palladium looks like. And that's a ghost. Listen. I saw some diamond over here I want to grab too. Actually, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna get all the palladium first. So that's what palladium looks like. Cobalt, the alternative metal, they're basically the same tier. Cobalt is blue, so it stands out nicely. Then you have the orichalcum, which we saw with that lovely pinkish purple color. Mithril is green. And then finally, adamantite is red, or in this case, the titanium is kind of that weird, white, I don't know, whitish red color? Rusty metal color? I really like finding adamantine, it's much easier to pick out. But, hey, such is life. And there's actually a third hard mode ore in the jungle, and that, I think you need an adamantine drill to even, no, you need like a hallowed drill. You need, it's the ultimate late game ore, but it is, what's it called? Chlorophyte. Chlorophyte bars, yes. But that is significantly later in hard mode. But just, you know, giving you guys the roadmap of things to come. That was a pretty good vein. 41 palladium ore. That, I don't think that's quite enough to make a pickaxe, but it was still a good start. I'm mining over here because I don't remember cleaning out that chest, that fortress over there. So, I mean, it's going to be easy mode here now, so it's going to kind of be like, eh. But there might be an accessory I didn't get, so. Always check around, you know. So large bats can do a confuse debuff. Your movement's the reverse. If you hit left, you'd go right. If you hit right, you'd go left. Very frustrating. Hermes boot, silver bar. Nothing too fantastic, but now I know. And I think... I'm not entirely sure what that ore is. Orichalcum. Okay, so yeah, that's orichalcum in a different lighting. So as you can see, I cannot mine the orichalcum. Bummer, I know. New skeleton archers. Those guys you actually have to be worried about. They hurt. They take a lot to die. And they'll shoot at you. Yeah. So welcome to hard mode. If you thought Terraria was hard before, you got another thing coming. Let's see, do I have any good potions here? I did grab a couple new potions from that chest. Hunter, probably not. Alright. Hoping I had maybe like a Night Owl potion. Or a Splunker. Alright. So, I'm just kinda exploring for more palladium, basically. So you can, like, Muramasa was a nice sword. It can be used, it can be upgraded into something else later, but right now it's pretty lackluster. Home. Hellforge. And yeah. Let's see here. Palladium bars. Palladium pike. Palladium sword, 37 damage at a fast speed. That's quite nice, but I want a drill first. Repeater is an automatic crossbow, really useful. War axe, chainsaw for cutting wood. Palladium headgear. Okay, and that's something else about the upper level tiers. You tend to have a choice of 3 different helmets. So the mask has the most defense in this case and does melee damage and speed. The helmet is ranged, and the headgear is for magic. So you can customize based on your headpiece. It's kind of cool, actually. Platinum, because I picked up a few. I can make a platinum candle. Nice. Not going to. Sapphire staff was something you can make with silver and sapphires. 19 magic damage, and it fires a projectile. This is an easy mode weapon, but fairly respectable. 19 damage is not bad. And the mana usage is only uses 4 mana, so you can fire off quite a bit. You can be a mage in easy mode quite easily. It's not unheard of. Plenty more emeralds. Ichor. So many new things. I'm gonna actually keep Ichor and souls in my nice area, nicing chest. Fallen stars I'll actually keep over there too. I probably don't need another Hermes boot, but you know, you can never have too many, right? There we go. Get my mana closer to being maxed. Whoops, that was the wrong button. There we go. So now I have 160. I think 200 is max mana. Yeah. Alright, so inventory is straightened up. At this point I really don't need to be carrying both of these, but they kind of have their purpose, so I will. Actually, let's look at what we can make with Ichor. I can make Ichor torches, which just kind of look different. Fun, but again, I tend to worry about cosmetics last. Crafting. I can make a flask of Ichor. Melee attacks decrease enemies' defense. That's kind of useful. Ichor arrows. They do 15 damage and decrease target's defense. Ichor bullets. 13 range damage, decrease target's defense. And that's 1 Ichor to 50 bullets. So that's not bad. And golden... golden shower. We'll see if I can make this one later. The spell tome you buy from the guy, 30 Ichor and 15 souls of night. Sprays a shower of Ichor. You're spraying a yellow stream. I'll let you guys think about that for a second. But yeah, at any rate, maybe we'll make that, maybe not. Okay, so back down into the dungeon. The first thing you gotta do is find enough palladium to make a pick. And then, if you have enough palladium to make armor, awesome. Otherwise, you can start moving on into the realm of Orichalcum/Mithril. That's an amorous fungus. It's a new enemy in the fungus biome. Something to keep your eyes open for. Yeah. everything can and will try to kill you in hard mode. Just keep it in mind. What the hell is it doing here? Bone serpent are not supposed to show up until you're in hell. That's weird. Maybe it's a hard mode thing. I guess bone serpents, maybe they spawn. Cool. The more you know. Ah, and this is how I die. Run away! Whew! Oh boy. Floaty gross. Apparently you can fly through the walls. Well, that was close. So yeah, you definitely want to get yourself to a point of, you want armor fast. Like, real armor. Palladium! Yay! So, welcome to hard mode. Things get hard. And actually, if you see the epileptic seizure-inducing flashes down in the bottom right, that's a new hard mode enemy in the ice biome. Whoa! Go away, you guys. That ain't cool. Well, I had some palladium. Anyway, that guy down there is an ice tortoise. It will spin and jump at you and do over 100 damage in one go. Oh, more palladium. Alright, I know where to go for more palladium. Cool. Yeah. It's an evil tortoise of doom, is what it really is. You gotta watch out for it. They also exist in the jungle biome. The jungle biome, if you thought it was a little bit challenging in easy mode, wait until hard mode. They put the jungle biome on, like, uber steroids. Blood jelly. Holy cow! Oh hey, there's a heart container down there. And a soul of night. That's partially my fault. When you die and respawn, you don't respawn at full health. And I always forget that. The reason being, if you're playing on a multiplayer server, it would make boss fights way too trivially easy. Heal up, because I'm lazy. Although, if I had made a bonfire and just stood there with my crimson armor, it probably wouldn't even have been necessary. But 2 silver. Who cares? Alright. I'm just trying to get away back to where I saw the palladium. Yay, palladium. And there's a floaty gross coming for me. Oh, of course. There. It's dead. Mine up my palladium. If I can mine this entire deposit without dying, and the one above me, I'm pretty sure I'll have enough to make a palladium pick. Or mining drill? I can't remember which one it is. Die! No one likes you. You're floaty and gross. That's exactly your name. Go away. The herpling is still just weird to me. That little guy over there to the left. I think my pickaxe has just enough knockback that I can just mine and ignore the floaty gross as long as there's only one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah. Okay. More palladium! And another floaty gross. This is getting annoying. Interesting. I don't think the floaty gross can fly. Ah, okay, cool. So the floaty gross is a crimson enemy. If you have corruption instead of crimson, you'll have corruptors, which shoot bullets and corrupt the ground they land on. It's really kind of annoying. And you'll have some other enemies in a corrupt zone as opposed to a hard mode Crimson Zone. It looks like these floaty growths can't fly. Holy moly, that hurt. They just float up through the ground and hit you. The more you know. Alright, so I'm going to dive down because I want to get that palladium bit and then warp home. That's the plan. And executed perfectly, if I do say so myself. Alright. Palladium! Oh yeah, I definitely have enough palladium now. Good, good. So, first thing you want, you have an option between a palladium pickaxe and a palladium drill. The pickaxe has knockback, the drill does not. As far as I can see, that is the only difference. As that is the only difference, I personally like having some knockback. So that's, you know, what I'm gonna do. Nice. A godly palladium pickaxe. Can mine mithril, orichalcum, adamantite, and titanium. Excellent! So now I can mine titanium and orichalcum both with this pickaxe. I don't think cobalt can. I'm pretty sure you need a mithril pick before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure cobalt can. So that's kind of cool with the alternate one. But that is actually really nice. And I have 30 palladium ore. So, in the vein of I want to stay alive, I'm going to make myself... So, I'm going to go from 7 defense to 10 defense. And I can also make headgear. So I'm going to make that. And because right now, all I'm doing is swinging, and the mask gives me the most defense, I'm going to equip that. So, if I get enough palladium, I'll have a full set bonus. That'll be nice. In the meantime, that's kind of cool set, and I've got my Crimson Greaves. And my defense, I didn't actually check. So I currently have 32 defense. 21 defense to up from 21, so that would be 10 damage reduction total. Or is it round up or round down? I can't remember. We'll say round up. So 11 damage reduction to 16 damage reduction. So I'm taking 5 less damage per hit from every damage source. That's pretty impressive. Okay. So let's deposit everything. And then I know where there's a lovely deposit of orichalcum. So that'll be our next goal. Quick stack. I'm going to sell that off. Slush. Keep around for now. You can actually make wooden dummies that you can put your armor on and out costumes and stuff. So that's what I plan on doing eventually. If you guys are wondering why I'm keeping the armor, realistically it has no practical purpose other than to sell off, but it is fun to build an armory. So that's the plan. But let's sell off some stuff. Even if headstones don't. They're valueless, but I just like to clean my world up a little bit. Yeah. Now, let's go get that lovely orichalcum. Shout it away. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I think I probably have no more reason to use Muramas. Oh, 15 damage compared to 22. So yeah, my weapon definitely does way more damage than my pick, but nice and fast mining. I accidentally broke my rope, so I'll have to fix that. Ow. Oh, rope fixed. knockback is a useful thing. There we go. So, and now, just to give you an idea of how fast this thing... That's how fast it mines. Very fast mining speed for, like, regular stone and stuff. So that's actually really kind of cool. And it gets even better. Some of the later picks you get, it's like you're just falling. It mines through dirt so fast. This is actually a really nice set. So this is an advantage, actually, of breaking up a lot of altars at once. There's twice as much ore to find. It helps you get going faster. Yeah, there's more corruption spread through the world, but over time that corruption would spread anyways, and you'd be spending more time digging holes. Might as well just give yourself the ore. But make sure not to smash all your altars. You always want at least one, just for crafting purposes. Here we go. And at this point, since my pickaxe can mine all the way up to adamantine, I don't know, I'll have to look. I'm tempted to skip the orichalcum pickaxe. Simply because full armor at this point is a higher priority, or weaponry, for survivability's sake. At least that, you know, that's my thought process. You guys might choose something different for yourselves, and that's a-okay. So I do believe there was some stuff up here. Oh, hey, cool. You guys can kind of see it there. There's a boulder, so that's a trap that I almost triggered. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of orichalcum over there. And I think some titanium. This is the problem with, you know, just running for your life. If you find stuff you can mine currently, awesome. If you don't, all of a sudden you're like, I saw titanium somewhere. Where did I see that titanium? No, such is life. At least I have all the orichalcum. I could. That silver. That's too much. Useless to me right now. You know, this is actually why the map is really useful, to be completely honest. So, I could just do that. I think this is titanium. No, that's silver. And then I have tin over there. Just gonna mine my way on through. Whee! Pretty sure I'm mining my way over to iron here. Yep, iron ore. So I'm actually just going to warp on home, where it's a little safer. Pull up my map here. So there's amethyst. Ah, okay, there's a palladium deposit up here I didn't get to. The wizard is still alive and kicking. Fair bit of orichalcum down here. Lots of orichalcum up here. Palladium. Orichalcum. Did I already get that? No. Okay, so there's another orichalcum deposit. Lots of orichalcum. I mean, orichalcum's nice, but I'm looking for titanium. Often you can find it along the bottom area, so that's why what I'm doing is I'm just scanning real quick for different colors. So there's palladium there. I guess the map updates when you seed it. That's actually really kind of cool. I thought you'd have to go and rediscover it. Huh. So I need to go. I should have explored more. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. Explore a little bit more before you enter hard mode. It'll help you find your platinum. Okay, so that's what platinum looks like. It's a light blue. That Yeah, that really stands out. Please note the extreme sarcasm. That's Frosty Biome. Palladium. Well, for now, I might just seek out the Orichalcum, and if I find Platinum, the happier I am. So, yeah. Alright. Let's start smithing. So, bubblegum block, Orichalcum, and... oh, that's interesting. I accept my... yeah, so your Orichalcum is a nice bright pink. So, you cannot make anything Orichalcum or above unless you have an Orichalcum or a Mithril anvil. So that's the first thing you gotta make. And then later I'll need an adamantine or titanium forge. So, yeah. But, there. That's been made. Halberd, Orichalcum sword, 45 damage, average speed, average knockback. Repeater, war axe, chainsaw, pickaxe. So I can make a drill. It can mine adamantite and titanium. So it's, at this point I don't think there's really a need. Since it doesn't add anything new into what I can drill, it might be a little faster, but I'd be much better off. For example, 10 defense for my leggings, 6 defense. That's 2 whole additional damage reduction points. So I'm gonna probably start with Orichalcum leggings. Besides, in full Orichalcum... oh, I need to make full Orichalcum. Because then I'll be fabulous! But right now I'm running around in my bubblegum pants. That doesn't sound comfortable. But, hey, whatever. I'm wearing some fancy pants. Deposit everything away. Teal mushroom. It's nothing special, but it's a mushroom. I like mushrooms, so I place mushrooms. Because why not? They're cool. And they just add fun. Put my leggings over there. I can sell that off. Sell that. Keep my silt around. I'm going to sell those off. I don't need the molten pickaxe anymore. I'm just going to sell it straight off. I never really liked it to begin with. Except that it did allow me to get my cobalt, so I can't be completely mad at it. Yeah. There is something to be said for palladium to finish my pants, because I'd get a set bonus, but... maybe I'll just make full Orichalcum armor, actually. Sell that. Sell. Alright. So cool. Welcome to hard mode. We've actually had some pretty good luck here. Things have been moving along. My mushroom forest. There we go. So you can see, it's a mushroom biome. The background changed to these giant glowing mushrooms, which is kind of cool. And now we're back to that. So, I'm in a mushroom biome. We have giant fungi bulb will spawn. The amorous fungus will spawn. I don't actually, so I have to be like just located perfectly for it. That's okay. I'll make a little bit more in a bit. But if I can grow that big enough, I can get a special NPC to spawn there. So it's something I'll definitely want to do for a later episode. Meantime, though, we can actually, and alternatively, if you're ever curious about what all you can make, always remember the guide is there to open the doors and let zombies in. I mean, give you advice. Yeah. But I think that's probably a pretty good stopping place for this episode. Next, we'll try to find some of the elusive titanium, get a better weapon, get some good gear, and start looking into maybe getting some wings. Once you have wings, life gets so much better. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, take care.